Hello and welcome to Warblog. What we're looking at here is Babis. Babis is just a small little place. This is Aleppo, so this is northwest Aleppo, which is held by militants. What's sort of not so clear to see here, I maybe should have done the map sort of, better, not necessarily again, but the Syrian Arab army circle the militants like that, so they've got that covered as well. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to drive down through here and cut this pocket off. It's pretty much as simple as that. They've sort of already pretty much taken Kerbet Hanadan. Now my map might be a bit off because I've used a skewy map. There was a flat map, I should have used that. That would have actually got around that problem I just mentioned before, but it's done now, so it's the same difference. You basically got to take this place. No idea how it's going to work out, not much to really talk about, so I'm just going to give it a play. So obviously I want to get there. Now, think strategically, I do like to think of these things. Obviously it's Aleppo, so you don't want any of these militants moving back in now. So I've given them a few of these sort of infantry companies. Should be enough. I can't really imagine ISIS taking Aleppo, but the thing is, you've got a main driving point here and a main driving force here. The thing is, if you move that out, there's not much left in Aleppo, but you know, and we're not supposed to be taking these units, it's just a drive to secure a line. So obviously I've got a 15-minute deadline, so I don't really know. I can't take up as much time as I'd like thinking, but basically this is the first place to take, because historically they've actually already just taken it, but it was just taken, so I've got to take that place. And I think down here, I mean, it's really going to be combating these units. So we've got 2 motorised units and some rockets. Now those rockets are going to be good to take out. Things are definitely a bit slow. Okay. Yeah, a bit slow. Took him 2 movement to get there. So we've done that as our first move. I'm still trying to protect Aleppo there. I think I'm going to go very slowly. So all that's going to be, that is the line. So I've sort of rejigged that a bit so that Aleppo is at least a little more bulletproof. Up here we've got less to worry about along those lines. I really want to get rid of these irregulars. I don't want to leave the artillery undefended. Okay, so I'm going to try and get these irregulars out of the way. DE, but they retreated to there. You can still go like there, can't you? But I'm stacked up, so let's fire some artillery in there first. Oh, did some damage. So that was a DE, but they just retreated to there. They managed to evade. Oh. I can definitely take Kerbet Anadan. This is so slow. When you're ready, rush. Oh, I think it's decided that that's about as much as it wants to do. God. Wonders of modern technology. Things don't get faster, do they? Plenty of slower. No, it just didn't do it, did it? Maybe he doesn't have the moves to do it. Maybe that's it. Okay. Yeah, it's really painfully slow. Wow, generous. Yeah. Internal server error. Seen that a few times. Well, I got a DE on that. Okay, so we've successfully taken that town, moving slightly down here. Unfortunately, the irregulars are being as evasive as they are designed to be. It's a bit of a pain. Okay, 1.6, no effect, and 2.7, so it's quite nice. some artillery. Okay, 1.6, 1.4, 2.7. That was good. 3, 3, 5. DE. That was good. There's only with 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 to 1, 7 to 1. That's because he's soft and I'm tank. DR. Okay, so that's the end of that first turn. It took 11 minutes due to the server being slow. And I think it's sort of an interesting game, quite, I wouldn't say balanced, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. It'd be interesting to see how it pans out. I'm not really going to play much more, but I mean, essentially, it sort of depends really on what you need to achieve, because, you know, I could break through that line there, I mean, to be quite honest. Oops, in fact my turn's not over yet, so I might have to do something with that, but I mean, that's basically not good. What I was really trying to get to is, it's all very well having this as a spearhead, but you've got to create a line of force behind it, otherwise you end up with these weak gaps like we've got there. And similarly here, you know, I might be able to sort of drive forward like that, but in order to keep this nice straight line, I'm going to actually leave things behind, sort of here and here and here, just to create that line. Because you remember, it's not about defeating all of these units, it's about getting to Babis and creating that line. So interesting, and again, you can't really afford to sort of lose too much over here, because although there's no objectives, you know, you've got to imagine that is the line and you've got to protect it. In theory, I could put objective markers behind here that the ISIS player could take if you just sort of, because otherwise you could shuffle all these units round like that, and that would be one way of doing it. Well, I'm not going to do any more because it's slow and can't be bothered, but I think that's a good enough sort of introduction. This is probably a bit of a half-assed game really. I got the map slightly wrong and I'm just so stuffed with things at the moment that it's actually quite difficult to think about this stuff, and I get to look at it and think, how could I ever have done anything like that? You need to think, and certainly not thinking is not what I'm doing at the moment, so yeah, but anyway, I'll get on with some thinking when my brain starts working again. Stay tuned. Cheerio, mate.